Game Night is directed by John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein, and it stars Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams. Game Night is about a couple that every week has a game night with some friends of theirs, and they are joined this one night by the husband's long-lost brother, or estranged brother I should say, played by Kyle Chandler. And this night he brings up a game to do a murder mystery game which will involve a kidnapping, but little does he know, an actual kidnapping is about to occur and they are taken for the ride of their lives. This movie may sound a little bit familiar to you. Essentially it is Clue and the game if those two were combined in a blender. But for what it is, I actually thought this was kind of funny. This is also from the team duo directors that brought us the Vacation reboot that I know is very much hated, but I guess I'm of a very minute, very minute opinion in the crowd that I actually enjoyed Vacation for what it was, as just a dumb comedy remake of a way better movie, of course. And this one is basically that same idea, just taking a way better movie and making a fun, dumb comedy. There were jokes I legitimately laughed at. And I did like the idea of them thinking they're just playing this murder mystery game when actually this guy's brother is in danger and being kidnapped by real drug lord or mob bosses and stuff. And that was kind of fun in a charming, goofy way. There's a lot of very silly movie references, jokes along the way, including a reference to Pulp Fiction where Rachel McAdams gets these guys, you know, thinking it's still playing the game with the gun, doing the famous scene from the beginning of Pulp Fiction. And that was very funny until, of course, it's revealed what's really going on. There's a lot of jokes like that. There's this other joke with this other couple that goes out with them where this girl turns out may have slept with Denzel Washington. There's just really goofy, just out of the blue jokes like that. And sometimes those kind of comedies work. I found this one did for, you know, that sort of a type of movie, at least. Yes, sometimes they don't always work, but in this case, I really think it did. When it comes to the technicals of the film, I really enjoyed how they would transition into certain scenes. They do like this cool tilt shot with the camera, where it would look like a board game, like Life, or what, you know, various board games like that, and then it would slowly turn into the real world that these people were encountering. And that was kind of a neat idea. They did that with the credits too, and that was just a cool design to it. Also, I gotta say I like the music in this movie. I love synth scores in movies. It's that love of the 80s movies inside of me, and I love the use of a synth score in this movie. Movies need to do that more often. And I really thought that added a little bit of an extra fun layer, because they were totally going for an 80s vibe with this movie. And I think they actually hit it pretty well. As far as the acting goes, all around the board, it was pretty good for these kind of movies. These kind of movies don't require a lot of hardcore dramatic acting, but the times that it did try to go for a more dramatic bent, I did believe Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams. They were both very talented actors, of course. See The Gift, see Spotlight, definitely for Rachel McAdams, for those people's work a little more. But again, at the level they needed to be for that. Also, I love their comedic timing. The way they would deliver lines, it made maybe lines that wouldn't be necessarily hilarious, all the more funny because of their delivery. An unfortunate negative, though, like I said, it is very standard. That's also a negative that comes with that, because it doesn't go farther than it could go. It doesn't push the envelope in any way. It's very safe comedy, which those are fun. I mean, it's much like a game night. This would be fun for a Friday night with a bunch of friends. It's that kind of movie. But again, it doesn't challenge the audience with comedy. It does nothing new for the genre or just movies in general. It's just kind of a fine, perfectly middle-of-the-road movie. And sometimes those are fun, but I gotta still ding it for that. All in all, I recommend checking out Game Night, especially, you know, just for a fun Friday night with the family or friends or whatever. Hang out, knock a few back, you know, whatever you want to do, just enjoy it. I'm going to give this 3.5 stars. Alright, that's my review of Game Night. Check out some other reviews that are coming up soon. Bye.